Alright, welcome back. It is time to take a look at the newest character that's been added in the game. Now, one thing is for certain, this girl will have problems with eye contact, that's for sure, for various different reasons. Now, I believe this is one of the most popular characters at the moment, and I would say definitely one of the best ones, although this game does work in a different way. All the characters are still viable, even the old ones are still pretty good, so you won't have any problems if you do decide to skip her. But I think most of you guys already have the character, so it will be time to see what she can do, and I'm also very curious to see how she will perform. Now, I also like to mention that the background is basically I think it was called, let me double check that, Silverlight Church. Oh, okay. Kinda interesting because her background is kind of a very interesting topic. Now, let's take a look at the character stats. Now, where is she? I have a lot of characters here. I've been playing the game for like 3 years now, 2 years. The gold version, of course. So I have a good collection here. So let's go and let me show you the different coatings that you can get for her. Now, this is the default one. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks definitely pretty good. No complaints there. This is the modified one. We can unlock it by leveling her up and getting a higher combat power. And this is the third one. Yeah, I think I'll probably keep the default one. I think that's kind of, I like it the most, to be honest, but all of the coatings are nice. And you have this one, I think this is the paid coating, which also does look really good. And I believe at one point it will be available with the coating blueprints. It should be available with the coating blueprints at one point. Now, details. So, construct type attacker, energy coefficient, it is 100% physical. This is a physical damage dealer. Speciality, form switch, able to switch to a burst form and launch powerful attacks. Burst deals massive damage in a short time. On the graph, you can see that she's basically good at everything. High survival, high support, high area, high difficulty, high burst, and can be used as a single construct. Now, as for the recommended equipment, this is the equipment that I'll be using, although I'm only missing the weapon, since I have that free-to-play life. I can't really go spend those black cards on weapons that often. So the weapon is still pretty good, and I definitely recommend to go and get the weapon if you decide to max out the character. The memories: Charlotte, the first 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then slot 5 and 6 is Darwin. And here you can take a look at the piece sets effects. Overall, that's the equipment that I'll be using. It's good for both Phantom Cage and Warzone. Recommended partner. Now, I think each one of us has different builds and teams, and that's fine, but this is the map that is recommended by the game. And overall, I think I'll be using something very similar in this video, very similar to this current lineup, which is, you know, quite interesting. Now, let me show you the characters at level 80. 7,139 hit points, 1,392 attack, defense 1,201, critical 386. The level is basically maxed out, hero level as well. Only S-class for now, might be developed down the road in the future. I also like how she's staring into my soul when she's not looking at the lamp thing. And now let's go to the skills. Piercing Thorns, this is the red one. Performs piercing attacks that deal physical damage to a target. 2 attacks when 1 or 2 orbs are pinged. 5 attacks upon a 3 ping deals 164, 329, and 535% of physical damage in total based on the number of orbs pinged. Grants 2, 3, 4 afterglow points based on numbers of orbs pinged. Conviction. Yellow orb dashes forward to launch a horizontal slash, followed by an upward thrust that knocks the enemy into air, dealing physical damage, deals 160, 320, 480% physical damage in total based on the number of orbs pinged, deals additional 80% physical damage upon a 3 ping. Grants 2, 3 and 4 afterglow points based on the number of orbs pinged. The blue orb launches a spinning slash that deals physical damage to targets and briefly pulls enemies within range, then throws the sword staff out to grenades to generate a sword shadow that continuously spins and slashes nearby enemies, dealing physical damage. Based on the number of orbs pinged, the spinning slash deals 103, 147, 370 physical damage, and the sword shadow deals 41.18, 82.35, 162.53 physical damage. Grants 2, 3, 4 astral points based on the numbers of orbs pinged. And the basic attack, staff form plus tap basic attack. Unleashes 5 hits of attack toward the target with the sword staff, dealing 391.18 physical damage in total. Basic attack, sword form plus tap basic attack, unleashes 5 hits of attack toward the target with the sword staff, dealing 494.12 physical damage in total. Every hit of basic attack in sword form generates 4 signature energy. Sword dance, sword form plus resolution active plus press and hold basic attack. After a successful dodge or the 4th hit of basic attack, Bianca Stigmata will activate a resolution. When a resolution is active, press and hold basic attack to unleash a thrusting attack, then continue to press and hold basic attack to launch a 3-hit sword dance. That deals physical damage to targets. During sword dance, Bianca Stigmata is invincible. Her position can be adjusted by moving the joystick. The thrusting attack deals 154.41% physical damage, sword dance deals 609.41% of physical damage total. Every hit of sword dance generates 4 signature energy. Afterglow shadow, sword attack plus afterglow enhancement plus triggered passively by any attack. When Bianca Stigmata is under the effect of afterglow enhancement, every hit of her basic attack and sword dance generates extra afterglow shadow that deals physical damage to target. Each hit of Afterglow Shadow deals 41.18 physical damage. Each hit of Afterglow Shadow generates 1 signature energy. Alright, let's go. Next, we have more skills. Lovely. Afterglow Orb. Upon entering battle for the first time or when entering staff form. When Bianca Stigmata enters battle for the first time or enters staff form, a set of Afterglow Orbs will be generated above the signal orb bar. Simulated Matrix, press and hold dodge to enter Luminous Realm. Bianca Stigmata is unable to trigger Matrix via dodge. When her weapon is in staff form, press and hold dodge to perform Simulated Matrix and activate Luminous Realm. Luminous Realm lasts 4 seconds and has a 12-second cooldown. Upon activation of Simulated Matrix, time lag calculation is also triggered and it ends when Luminous Realm is activated. Glowing Lantern Light, tap signal orbs of the same color as Afterglow orbs while in Luminous Realm. Pinging a set of signal orbs in Luminous Realm can also consume the Afterglow orbs that are the same color and align directly above them. Upon successfully pinging a Afterglow orb, Bianca Stigmata will launch Glowing Lantern Light to deal physical damage to targets within range. Pinging signal orbs and Afterglow orbs in Luminous Realm will both generate Afterglow points. Glowing Lantern Light deals 340, 720, 800 physical damage, 800 percent physical damage, based on a total of number of signal orbs and Afterglow orbs pinged. Generates 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 Afterglow points based on number of signal orbs and Afterglow orbs pinged. Overall, very interesting. Next, signature move, Blade Abyss. Bright Candle, staff form plus 60 energy plus tap signature. Casts Bright Candle to damage enemies within a certain range, triggering time lag location and activating the weapon's sword form. Orbs cannot be pinged in sword form. When sword form is activated, the Afterglow points from Bianca's core passive are converted into Afterglow enhancement. The basic attacks, sword dance and Afterglow shadow in sword form will accumulate Stigmata will upon dealing damage. Gain super armor during sword form. Deals 30% physical damage to enemies within range. Each Afterglow point can be converted into 0.5 seconds of Afterglow enhancement. Illuminated Abyss, sword form plus 60 energy plus tap signature. While in sword form, consumed energy and all stacks of Stigmata will to unleash Illuminated Abyss, dealing physical damage to targets while triggering time lag calculation. Each stack of Stigmata will increase the base damage of Illuminated Abyss. Deals 300% damage physical damage to target. Each stack of Stigmata will increases the base damage of Illuminated Abyss by 6%. Stigmata will can be stacked up to 40 times. Now, the quick time event leaps into the air and hurls the sword staff to the ground, dealing 494.12% physical damage. Slashes the target twice to deal 494.12% physical damage. Not bad. Leader, Shadowless Beacon, increases physical damage of all members by 10%, increases attack of all attacker omniframes in the team by 10%. Attacker, extra damage bonus increased by 20%. Ultima Awaken, gains 3 single orbs when entering battle. Severed Light, unlocked at S5. Critical rate increased by 20%. Level 2, unlocked at double S rank, activating sword form with more than half afterglow points left. Will grant each hit of basic attack and afterglow shadow cast in sword form 2 bonus stacks of Stigmata Will. Stigmata Will not stack up to 99 times. Carve Darkness, unlocked at SS3 rank. Basic attack, Sword Dance generates twice the signature energy, immediately gains a random set of 3 ping orbs upon entering battle. Level 2 unlocked at the triple S rank. Signature Bright Candle will record a 100% multiplier of the single orbs pinged, and core passive glowing Lantern Light cast in Luminous Realm, then unleash an attack dealing this multiplier of physical damage to all units within range while casting Signature Bright Candle. This damage cannot be critical and immediately grants Bianca Stigmata 30 stacks of Stigmata Will. When basic attack Sword Dance is cast, Bianca Stigmata can launch 2 active hits before landing. And Mass Decree, unlocked at triple S3 rank. Damage bonus of ping orbs and core passive glowing Lantern Light increased by 30% in sub form. Level 2 unlocked at triple S6 rank. Each extra damage bonus of basic attack, Sword Dance and Afterglow Shadow increased by 30% in sword form. And level 3 unlocked at triple S plus rank. Each damage bonus of signature increased by 20% when Stigmata Will is at max stacks. So, those were the skills and the skill description for the character. Overall, seems to be quite interesting. And now, time for me to show you some gameplay. Alright, so let's start with the Warzone. Now this is the physical Warzone, and it's quite convenient that it was available upon her release. Basically, this is the Warzone where she will do the best. So, 1 minute and 50 seconds left, and this is the second wave. Now, usually I use Alpha to clear the physical Warzone, but this character does do a lot of damage, I have to say. And this is only with the thing with the purple weapon. Now, down the road, I will also basically upgrade the memories. We'll go with the hyper tunes, and basically I'm planning to max everything out. So far the playstyle is pretty smooth, quite flashy as usual. Now I'm playing on a tablet, and the tablet is kind of big, so it does feel a little bit uncomfortable to hold it, but I'll manage. And also the frame rate is a bit lower, but it is to be expected since this is in very high resolution after all. No, overall I'm a big fan of the ultimate skill of the character. It does work really well and it's really smooth. There is just no denying it's very fun to play, and I would say definitely a competitor to Alpha in a way. I will have to, I will actually compare the two characters as I used to do a couple years ago. I'm very curious to see how can she compare with Alpha in terms of the clear time and score and stuff like that. Which of course I like to do just for fun, since I already mentioned that this game is kinda unique in that aspect, since even the old characters are still very good. Never nerfed, and they all are very fun to 20 seconds left. This is wave number 8, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Wave number 8. I'm fairly sure if I had the 6-star or 5-star weapon, I would be able to clear this much faster. In a way, I think I would be able to beat my own score that I have established already. But still, I think it's gonna be a pretty good result in the end. Last 5 seconds. Am I going to manage to kill the last 10? I like how it pauses during the ultimate. The timer kind of stops, which is very good. And yeah, close. I could have reached wave 9, but no, it doesn't matter. I still cleared it really quickly. Nice. Alright, well, that was a nice one. And let's see, 502,000 points. My record is 556,000 points. Not bad. I'll take it. Alright, let's go and do the challenge stages. The stages that I usually like to do when I'm testing things out. Now, my record here is 5 or 10 seconds with Liv Imperia. She just cleared this. She just nukes everything in the next, like in the first couple seconds. So that's my current record. And of course, Imperia is one of my most developed characters that I have in the game right now. Now when you tap and hold the button, she does, does do a lot of damage, and in her ultimate it does have kind of 2 forms, so that's also one very unique thing about it. Well, this was actually pretty smooth. That was a nice little run. And that close up, they definitely knew what they were doing when they made the characters. They definitely knew what they were doing. This is one of the few characters where I actually prefer the default coating. The default coating looks awesome. I think we all know why I'm saying that. There's no shame in admitting. Now this stage can be quite dangerous. It kind of does take a while to get used to the matrix not being available upon evasion, since I always expect the matrix to be triggered when I evade, but it doesn't work like that with this character. You have to manually turn it on, which is a nice thing actually, in a way. You're not bound to the evasion to enter matrix. Okay, there we go. Have to be careful not to get killed. Now she does feel tanky in a way, although attacker types aren't really known for their tank. Usually they can die in couple hits, which is kind of to be expected, but overall so far doing pretty well. A very smooth to play character indeed. Definitely worth to max out. About at least I have something to do with it. Usually most of my characters that I have are, I think most of them are quite leveled up and ranked up as well. Have to max out some of the new ones probably. Why not? Alright, so let's do the next stage. Now I'm trying to figure out what am I doing on the screen. Everything is just moving so fast, all over the place. Like sometimes I'm wondering how am I able to follow what's happening there. I think like a very fast-paced character indeed. And once you get used to it, it's just insanely fun from start to finish. And I'm flying through the stages now. Very nice. Alright. Let's go to the... I think that the next is... I think the boss battles. Or actually no, we have one more stage. Yeah, there is one more stage to go. As you can see so far, very smooth to play character. Definitely, as already mentioned. I mean, the gameplay in this game is always top notch. This is why I'm excited about Wuthering Waves, because I really hope that Wuthering Waves delivers the same combat as this game. open world, but open world great event basically. So I mean, just look at the way she's moving around. I love that. Definitely would play much better on a phone, that's for sure. The tablet is clunky and huge, and even though I have huge hands, I can hold the tablet like I can hold the tablet in one hand basically, and I can cover the whole screen. But it is still more comfortable to just play this game on a phone, on a smaller display. Now here, well, I'm trying to get my evasion stamina to recover and to get the ultimate, and of course I don't want to get killed, so I have to be more careful with what I'm doing here. There we go. Jesus Christ, that was quick. Nice. Knocked them all out in one ultimate. Once the ultimate starts working, she just knocks everything out of the park. I love that. And now I think the boss battles are up ahead. Overall, against a wave of enemies, she can do really well. The ultimate does have a array of. I thought that it was a. I thought that her ultimate affects only in a straight line, but apparently it affects a wide area, basically a area of effect attack. So she can clear a big wave of enemies in the ultimate form quite easily. For boss battles, also does apply the same way. This is Dark Moon. I kind of forgot what. I think I usually pick the medium difficulty to match the character's combat power, which is about 5.3, 5.4 thousand. Again, that will be improved. Free to play life, but still doing pretty well, so I'm not really complaining about that. Okay, ultimate unleashed, 19 health bars left. Dark Kamui is not that difficult to deal with, but have to be careful not to get caught in that hit stun mode. There we go, almost got caught. Had to switch. I lost all the evasion, but not a big deal. No, this is the almost the recommended team that was set by the game. I use Imperia because she just deals so much damage, and overall she kind of replaced the previous S-class lift that I used. Well, I say replaced, not really replaced, but I usually use Imperia because she's just very, very strong, and overall very fun to play as well. 3 health bars left. 2 health bars left. And the boss is about to get killed. There we go. Boss has been defeated. Nice. Well, that was fun. The close-ups are awesome. I mean, they did a very good job with the design. Not gonna lie, they did a very good job. I think most of you never even realized that she has pretty eyes. You only notice her eyes when it's closed up, when the camera is close. If it's not close, you won't see those for sure. Those who know, they know what I'm talking about. Next, the Nightmare Ball. Oh my god, this boss is... Now, having no matrix upon evasion is definitely making the boss battles and the overall gameplay a little bit different. Mostly because of the way that everything works. It feels different. You expect the matrix to pop in, but it doesn't have to manually trigger it, which is not a big deal. She does, however, deal a lot of damage, and I like the fact that you can get the matrix to work even without properly evading, which is, I would say, also kind of a feature on its own, or advantage on its own. I mean, in this case, I think the previous S-Liv would definitely do much better because she has much more tank than Imperia, I believe, and overall does specialize a bit more in healing. This character is more of a... well, it's an amplifier, so it does amplify damage and does damage. So that's one of the... oh, there we go, there is the Nightmare Ball. Okay. Ultimate is ready. can also move around when she starts to fly around, which is also a pretty good feature. Also, the super armor does help a lot. She doesn't take literally any damage. Well, the Nightingale decided to spam the lasers again. I remember when I fought this thing for the first time like 5 years ago. Oh my god, the Nightingale was so... The Nightingale was one of the bosses that kind of defined the game as being ridiculously hard in some cases. Like that boss is, I think to this day, one of the more tough ones to fight, but I think those of us who play the game for quite a while don't really feel that way anymore. But the Nightingale is still pretty disgusting because this thing is still really strong and very dangerous, so... I don't know what's the most difficult boss. That's kind of a thing that I haven't really looked into too much. I used to play the game a lot more professionally back a couple years ago, but you know. What just happened? I have no idea. Did I interrupt the boss transformation? Where is the boss actually? Oh, there it is. 5 health bars left. 3 health bars left. And there we go. The Nightingale has been defeated. Nice. Well, that was pretty solid. And pretty smooth. And let's go to the last boss for today, Rosetta. Now this boss has a weakness against physical damage and specifically weakness against, I think, katana weapons. Now her, Bianca's weapon isn't exactly a sword, it's a staff and sword at the same time, so I guess the physical weakness is definitely going to be of help. Also a very fast-paced battle. Now my problem with the character here is, well, I say problem, not really a problem, but sometimes I don't see what's happening on the screen because of all the different effects. Now the effects look really good, but sometimes the effects can get in the way, so that's one thing to keep in mind. So I guess in this case lower graphics might be better to use if you're trying to get a high score, as I mentioned before. In most cases I don't really see the boss because everything is just flashing all over the place, so I have to rely on my memory on what the boss might do in most occasions. 16 health bars left. Oh, what even is happening on the screen? I have absolutely no idea. Kind of wasted ultimate. The boss went into the lighting mode there. I'll just nuke the boss with Imperia. There we go. This character does so much damage, it's ridiculous. And now I can finish off the boss with Stigmata. There we go. Nice. That was a nice run. Well then, this is definitely a extremely fun to play character. Definitely also a very good looking one. And is she worth getting? Absolutely. I mean, all characters are worth getting. And overall, pretty happy with the game so far. Been a fantastic run. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope that I could help. That's basically my my goal here. Hope I could help at building or basically showing the gameplay of the new character. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time.